lovely humans, welcome to Starlight Stitches. Thank you so much for joining me here today. If you're new, then welcome. You're now in Alice Land and I am Alice. If you like yarny stuff, crochet book reviews, yarn hauls, finished crochet projects videos, then you might enjoy this channel. That's the sort of thing we do here. So if you do think that you might like to do that, then hit the subscribe button. Come and join my lovely subscribers, because I will tell you something, my subscribers are the best. So if you are also the best, then come and join us. We're a lovely, happy, positive little space here on the internet. If you have been here before, thank you so much for coming back. I really, really appreciate it, and I hope you've remembered to subscribe as well. Guys, I haven't been doing a lot of crocheting in the last week. I've been doing something slightly off kilter, but it's to do with my crafting and it's to do with my crochet. And I have started properly journaling everything from the beginning of my crochet journey. I write everything that I make down in a little notebook. So I'm just looking at that silly bow on my head. I've scraped my hair up because it's hot today and I don't like hair on the back of my neck. So anyway, I write everything that I make down in a little notebook, and it's a bit scrappy, and I just write it down, write the date that I made it. But what I wanted to do was do something a little bit more intricate and a little bit more in depth, so that I had a real proper journal of my crochet and my crafts and everything that I've made. I think sometimes we make things, we give them away to people, or you know, we'll make something and we'll pop it up on a shelf, and then we kind of forget exactly how much stuff we've made and all the things that we have created with our own little hands, which for me, I like to remember, and I don't have a very good memory. So instead of just having my little notebook, I have decided to start doing a proper crafting journal. Now, I bought these notebooks, and what I've been doing is I always take photos of all my projects that I've made anyway. So what I have done is I've got some of them printed out, anywhere near what I've actually made today, but I'm working my way slowly through, going through my notebook and making sure that I've got decent pictures of each thing. And I've had them printed, like proper photographs. It's really cool. And then I have been making a journal. I haven't got very far with it. As you guys know, I have only really been crocheting for a year and a half, and I have done some other crafty projects in between there as well, a little bit cross stitch, that kind of thing. So a year and a half's worth of crochet projects, and actually looking through my little notebook, it's going to take me a while to get journals finished and sort of up to date. So I'm just going to do a little bit every few weeks maybe, just so that I can try and catch up on myself, but it will take a while. But I wanted to show you today how I've been doing it and what my pages look like and that kind of thing, because I think sometimes we forget to congratulate ourselves with our stuff, and I'd like a way to do that for myself. So yeah, I'm going to take you over to the table and I'm going to show you what I've done so far. Like I say, I haven't got very far with it. I'm still in January of 2021, so it's going to take me a while, but I'll take you over, come and have a look, and I'll show you what I've done so far. So here we are over at my crafting table. So I just kind of wanted to go through some of the pages that I've done so far, so you can see maybe some of the information I put in and some of the photos and stuff. So I got these really nice set of notebooks. I think I got them from Amazon, and there's some different ones with like different flowers and stuff on. I just thought it was really cute. Put number 1 on the front there because I know that one notebook is not going to be enough, and eventually, hopefully, I will have many notebooks to show my work, which is quite exciting. So I made a little front cover page. I printed this out and then I just drew the rest and coloured it all in, because I'm a child and I like colouring things in. Anyway, I'm really pleased with that. I think it's come out really pretty. And I have done a first page here. I'll read it out for you. So for many years, I've enjoyed craft, especially cross stitching. On November the 16th, 2020, I tried something new that I fell in love with. I tried crocheting by following a video on YouTube. Crocheting became a huge part of my life, so I decided to document all my craft projects going forward. This is my record of everything that I have made from that date forward. This is for me to remember and to pass down to future generations. So that's just kind of introducing it, and then we get into the project. So it literally starts from the very beginning, and I haven't got too far with it, but yeah, it starts off with my wonky scarf that I made. I'm making sure that I put the date on everything. I'm trying to remember videos that I used and writing them down. I'm also trying to remember yarn that I used, but a lot of these early ones were like scrapballs that I just had laying around, so I don't remember a lot of the yarns at the beginning. I've put my cross stitches in there as well because it's a crafting journal, so it's not just for my crochet but also for my cross stitches as well. This one makes me sad because I made that for somebody and then they never ended up receiving it because they stopped talking to me, so that was a bit sad. Anyway, then we moved back onto crochet. There's loads of scarves that I made at the beginning. Hat, that's a dodgy shape, but we won't go into that. I wanted to show off this toggly bit from the hat that I made. My lovely beach bag that I made for my mum. More scarves, loads of scarves. I'm really pleased that I did quite a lot of sort of close-up pictures so I can see the definition of my stitches and things from where I started. And then sort of as I progress, I can see the difference in the stitching and my tension and all that kind of thing. So that's really interesting, and I'm super, super glad that I actually did more photos than I normally would of my finished project. So blanket, more scarves, lots more scarves, another blanket. These were all my kind of initial projects that I started when I first started doing my crochet. Yeah, and then my daughter's cardigan, lovely little Mr. Scraps, and again making sure that if I followed videos or anything like that, that I've put who, you know, whose channel it's from and what the video names are. And then obviously I go into bigger projects like cardigans and things like that. And again, trying to get as much information in there as possible. If I remember kind of feelings and that sort of stuff as well, how I felt while I was making a project, if I enjoyed a project, if I found it frustrating or whatever, I've tried to list all that down as well, just so that, you know, going forward into the future, I can remember what things I enjoyed actually making and what things maybe not so much. I think this is the last page that I've got up to so far. But I'm really, really pleased that I've actually finally started journaling everything properly, because I do have a notebook that I write everything down in that I've made, but I think this is just a bit more detailed and it's nice to have the pictures and stuff to go with it. So yeah, that's kind of what I have been doing. Yeah, let me know how you journal your stuff. So that's my journaling so far. I really like how it's coming out. I like the fact that I've used like different colour pens and stuff because I love different colour pens. My handwriting is terrible, but I just kind of have to crack on with that because it is what it is. Yeah, and I like it. I really do like having this, and it's exciting actually to go back and remember what I have done. I don't know how many notebooks it's going to take to catch up. We'll just have to wait and see. But I hope you enjoyed looking at how I am journaling my crochet. And if you also do any journaling of any sort, let me know. I know that you can get like print off journal packs from Jada and Stitches, I do believe, on her Etsy store. I don't know if there's anywhere else that does like crochet journaling and that kind of thing. I'm sure there's hundreds of different ways to do it, but this is how I like doing it. I'm enjoying it and I can't wait to do a bit more, to be honest. But I actually need to get on with some crochet. I've got a lot going on this month, so I'm going to leave you guys to it. I hope you've enjoyed looking at my crocheting journaling, and yeah, I'll speak to you guys next week. Look after yourselves, look after your loved ones, and I will see you very, very soon. Bye bye.